Guys, the Super Review Show here for a movie review. First off, this is the review of Suicide Squad that just came out yesterday, or this weekend in August. I have to tell my initial impressions right off the bat really quick before I get into anything else. This is a great movie. This is a fun movie, and I can't wait to talk about it. So let's get right into it, shall we? James Gunn directed a new Suicide Squad film that is currently out in theaters, and it was my first movie theater experience since 2019. I didn't go see Birds of Prey. I didn't see any movies in 2020 and early 2020, before things shut down, of course, so I couldn't see anything. So I waited a long time to go back into the theater, and I gotta tell you, seeing this movie last night was astonishing. This movie blew, I really like the first Suicide Squad film. I actually really do. The one with the Jared Leto Joker and Harley Quinn, Will Smith Deadshot. I like that one quite a bit. But this one blew that one out of the water. I think I gave that one like a 7.5, actually, truthfully. But this one's like a 9 out of 10. I'm telling you right now. This movie's a 9 out of 10. James Gunn nailed this film. And I think he's going to have more opportunity in the DC universe outside of Marvel as well. So he might jump back and forth between studios for all we know. Some key points about this film really quick. The cast is perfect. This cast is perfect. From Idris Elba to feeding off of John Cena to Sylvester Stallone, a veteran Academy-level actor, starring as a shark and only talking in nom-nom voices. Hysterical. He was that shark character. I'm forgetting names off the top of my head because I saw it midnight last night. But the shark reminded me so much of Groot of Guardians of the Galaxy. It was astonishing. And this movie was hysterical as well. James Gunn wrote the film himself. And one of the things I said in our initial initial impressions of it last night was, that's up on the channel. You can check this one out too. This movie, I'm so happy that DC and Warner Brothers said, we'll release an R-rated Suicide Squad film, and we'll have James Gunn directing it, and it'll be hard R, F-bombs, blood, you name it, it was in it. It was an astonishingly fun film. The overall story, it is a sequel to the first Suicide Squad. It's like the Suicide Squad, they go on another mission, they're in South America, they got to go take down this weird threat of a starfish. It's really crazy. But this, and one of the very first, the film opens up, you see Pete Davidson in the trailer, you see the Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. So what was a brilliant move on more the studio's part and James Gunn's part was, let's kill off all these characters at the very beginning of the film, and then let's introduce the new Suicide Squad. So it kind of established that the Suicide Squad is not just a set amount of characters. It's actually they actually have other bad guys who become other members of the Suicide Squad. It really emphasized the moment the film started. Within the first 20 minutes of the film, all right, that's how that works. And then they might make a third one based on how they set this one up. And I could not be more impressed by this film. I was laughing so hard during some points. There were some points I was like, ugh, that's disgusting, with heads blowing up and the shark character. You have to see this movie. It's so funny. It's so crazy. It's so James Gunn. It's kind of like his version of DC's. It's like a DC version of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's if I were to explain this film to someone who's I've never seen a comic book movie, I've never seen a film like this before in my life, should I go see it? I would say, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy from Marvel? And sure, whatever. If they say no, shame, but whatever. Basically, it's that type of humor. James Gunn worked his ass off on this movie to make it what it is, and I could not be any happier for that at all. He nailed this film. Him as a comic book filmmaker, director, writer, he's going to be doing this for a long time, and they're going to pay him a lot of money to do it. He was that good of a storyteller, director, everything from how Amanda Waller talked, every other sentence there was an F-bomb, it was insane. And you would think, oh, well, it's, but honestly, he really took a mediocre, for the majority of people, comic book movie with Suicide Squad 1 and made it even better and made it so much more entertaining to see these characters on screen. Harley Quinn's still there. No Joker. I like that person. I like that. And no, I didn't have anything against Jared Leto's Joker, but I'm saying I'm kind of glad they did not put the Joker in this movie. This was more of an Idris Elba, John Cena, like the Peacemaker and blood sport type of movie. And the action and the dialogue and the chemistry between the characters is so perfect. You almost listen. Like I said, full spoilers. Do not bring your kids to see this movie. It is bloody. It is violent as hell. And there are so many moments in this movie where you're going to laugh. There's so many moments in this movie where you're going to cry. And you feel sympathetic for some of the characters in this movie. It's insane how they set this film up and how the dynamics between like Rick Flag and Harley Quinn and Bloodsport, the whole dynamic between the characters is written so well. I am so happy that a movie like this came out, and I could not be any happier to be a fan of the DCEU moving forward. I'm waiting so impatiently every day for The Flash, for Shazam, like Shazam 2, like Black Adam. I'm waiting for these movies to come out because I can't wait to support them, because this movie just reassured me as a fan of these movies to say, I can go see this movie. I will go support another DC movie because they're just doing that good. Marvel, I want to take a quick side note for a second. I know this is the Suicide Squad review, but Marvel is between the conversation comes up to Marvel and DC, whatever, who's winning. Marvel has done everything really well since 2008. DC was playing catch up after Man of Steel. Batman vs Superman came out. I still liked it. I still liked the film. I did not like certain parts of it. Looking back at it, with like the certain elements of like the Justice League and stuff like that. That was not that well for me. But the actual Batman and Superman parts were awesome. And Ben Affleck's Batman is my favorite Batman. No, let's see what Robert Pattinson does. You know, but like I'm curious to see where the DCE goes from here. Aquaman, Shazam, boom, boom, out of the park home runs for me. Wonder Woman. I'm so excited to see more DCEU films thanks to this movie, and my excitement level could not have gone even more through the roof. It's just that good. So if I were to rate this movie, if I were to rate the Suicide Squad, which I initially was going to like, really, they're going to make it this movie again, whatever, a 9 out of 10. This movie is so fun. It is so entertaining. I cannot wait to see the next DCEU movie because of Suicide Squad. Who would have thought I would say those words? My friend Bill, who you've seen on Mixed Bag, he said himself that this movie, he did not like the first Suicide Squad, but he walked out of this movie saying that was a great movie. So if you have not seen it yet, it just came out, go see this movie as soon as you can. It is a fantastic cinematic experience. I cannot emphasize that enough. It's funny. If you can get it, with COVID, of course, if you can see it with a lot of people in the audience, it even makes it even better because the people in front of us were laughing too. It was just an amazing overall fun film. I give The Suicide Squad a 9 out of 10 for and just an overall fun time at the theater. Just an overall amazing, hysterical, bloody, fun-filled, action-packed, like gore fest of an amazing movie. You have to check this movie out. I highly recommend it. So in that case, I'm going to wrap up this review. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot emphasize this. And the cast, everything from the cast to the writing to the storytelling to the execution to the final product, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. And it is, just go see it. You have to see it. Don't bring the kids, but go see it. I recommend it. Thank you so much for watching this review. You guys are amazing. What did you think about the Suicide Squad? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Jump down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. But for all of your 2021 movie reviews, keep it locked on this review show. The J-Man is off to rock. We'll see you guys later. Thank you very much.